The first thing I want to tell you is you come with a set of instructions. You already know what to do as soon as you're born, but the human story makes it so you can't find it. So up there's a bunch of aliens, and they're looking down here on the planet, and they're like, what in the hell is happening down there? What is wrong with these people? Oh, by the way, yeah, the fire. It's October 2nd. I should have had it 3 days ago, but I caved. I finally did it. It's too hot. My house is cold. It's going to warm up out there, but the nights are going to be cold. So cozy. I like it though. Before I move, I get to enjoy it. Okay, the first time when I knew they're looking at us going, was when I moved to Oregon, and I moved into a facility that had a pool. And they're like, do you want a pool key for $10? I'm like, and they said, but you have to swim. Oregon state law, they say, with a swim buddy. You got to have a buddy to swim with. So I said, no, thanks. I don't have buddies. So I didn't get a key. Are they enforcing this on the beaches? Like when they're surfing? I don't know. So, but then here's where I really get confused. And I know they're like, what? So visualize this. You are born. You come here however you do. If you're a test tube baby, or if you're adopted, if you're foster, however you came here, a vessel brought you here, like a chicken drops an egg and the egg cracks and there off it goes. It's not supposed to be connected to the mother. However you got here, you came here with your instruction manual, you were born and you knew the way, but then you got put into a family and you know the rest. You're stuck. Rather than run away from what feels icky, but you're told you got to stay there, you're told the story. And if you leave, you step into your greatness, your ultimate potential, which I have found. I live it now every day. You stay because you believe you have a role you need to fill, a job in the family, the tree, like you're the uncle, you're the aunt, you're the stepbrother, the godparent. You believe you have a role and that they need you. No, they don't. They need you to leave so they can have a shattered world, so they can go find who they are. That's what they need to have happen. You are not an aunt, uncle, mom, or dad, or a child. You might be a child, but you're not anybody's child. You don't belong to anybody. Well, we have no labels. You are beholden to no one. The only one you are beholden to on this planet is you, and getting your soul in alignment with you. What these aliens can't comprehend is that you are born here alone, and you are to leave after you know how to stand, do your potties, and feed yourself without making a mess and not needing the diaper necessarily. You are to leave and find your path, and the people you're with can't know that that's what they should do because they've been told by the people before them and before them and before them that you got to stay, and you got to be family, you live in the house forever. No, these people don't even know that they have a path and a plan. They're so locked into what's been done. Here's the thing they cannot comprehend. You're born, and rather than find who you are at 3 at 4 and go become it and leave the people, you are placed into a family and you're put in front of TV shows that show the cartoons that show the mother is always killed off. So there's entropy and chaos. When dad's raising a kid, it's like the guys on the golf course, mom's told him to go watch the kid. So he's got his golf clubs in one hand and the baby in the stroll in the other. They do it their way. So they kill off the mother in all the shows to make it a good show. The mothers are not supposed to be Mary Poppins. You are not supposed to get the children up and dust them off and get them off to school, get them off to bed and have them little baggies for lunch. You're not supposed to do that. These kids know their way, but the mothers of today have become Mary Poppins. They think they're stay-at-home moms and that their only job is to do everything for these children who are now a generation of broken beings who don't know how to do anything for themselves. Mommy, why'd you do it? You're the moms that couldn't drop your kids off at college. I'm like, bye, have fun. See, no, come on, let's go. Come on. I was done. It was like, we did our job. She was off on her own. The parents are like, oh, my babies are gone. It's like, you lived for that? They have their own life. Who the fuck are you? I knew when I was really young because my mom had 5 husbands with daddy number 2, 4 and 5 years old, going into kindergarten. Eric Scow was my next door neighbor. Because I watched all those movies showing the princess find the man, he was it. I'm like, I'm going to marry Eric. That does it. All the way through school, we're looking for the eyes that are going to be that guy you're going to marry as soon as you get out of high school. You are never encouraged at any point in your life from your family, your friends, your teachers, your clergy, whatever, that you should take time at a very young age and discover who you are. You are never encouraged to do this. Never. You're taught the story about preschool, school, college, marriage, legal sex. That is the lie you've been taught. Before you go discover who you are and how you might unfold when you have time by yourself to really feel it and see it, because you can't do it when you're with a family, they don't agree to that. But they agree that you should say I do to some yahoo that you met maybe a year or two ago just because you're horny and you want to get married for the rest of your life. No, that is not why we are here. That story is not correct. We are not ever to get married. Go to Amazon.com, Cari Palmer, got 2 books on there. Go to Man is Ruining His Own Nest, read the sneak preview. That came through me as the new 10 commandments. Yep, they're replaced and they are spot on. They just tell you when you meet somebody you love, fall in love, enjoy the tinkles and the twinkles. As soon as they're gone, being honest, saying, you know what, I think they're gone and we're now getting into a situationship, that's when you leave, you go away. You go on your own way. When I was young and engaged to the most fun man on the planet, we believed we had to get married to continue on. We were living together. I mean, we were a perfect couple. We moved to Boston together to get married because that was what people do. And that broke us up because for a long story, it broke us up. I had to go back to Vegas. But here's what I want you to think about. This is the biggest thing ever. You're in love with somebody. You are tight. You are close. You are enjoying life. Don't interrupt. I want to cry. Don't interrupt it with the thought that you need to make it legal or official or that you need to get law or your priest involved. No, you're in love with someone. They're feeling a need in your soul. Enjoy it, enjoy it, enjoy it. The moment you're not grabbing each other and reaching out for each other, look at each other and say, all right, this was fun. Read that. It's in the commandments in that book. We are not to get married. You all know that. Anybody we romanticize, these young kids that I know got married that my daughter went to school with, and they have babies, and I'm like, ooh, they're going to see soon that it's not all rainbow and bliss. They forget that they were once children with parents that hated each other. We forget that stuff. We tend to forget. Well, it's getting kind of hot in front of the fire now. At least my house is finally warming up. It's like 63 degrees in here, and I don't want to turn the furnace on. I think it's just stupid because I have a wood stove. But it's October. I literally was supposed to do this last month. I just looked and it was 94.1. My numbers, I saw 555. That's it. Just the book is coming out. My life is shifting. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm ready for it. So do not get married, people, especially young people. Trust me, your future is going to get amazing. But you need to listen to you. You need to break away from humans, but you've got to get away from your device. You will never find who you are if you're watching videos or you're looking at me. Actually, looking at me is the best thing you can do. Go away from everything else because you know the answers. You have an instruction manual. The only way for us to find the way to operate on this planet and cure what ails us is to listen to your instruction manual. That's the only way to find why you're here, but you can't know you have it because you're so busy on your phone and because they're telling you what to do. I stake my life on it. If you step away, you go to silence, you go to the fire, you go to the water, and you say, show me one step, Lord God, higher self, whatever it is, and you shut the fuck up, there it is. There it is, and then you'll know what to do. And then follow me because you're going to see this is the way.